Things that went missing. Part 1. First up, Amelia Earhart, born 1897. Amelia was the first woman to fly solo around the Atlantic, but she and her navigator would go missing during her historic flight around the world. Their bodies have never been found. D.B. Cooper, or Dan Cooper, hijacked Flight 305 on November 24, 1971. He successfully took the plane and its passengers hostage and received a $200,000 ransom. He would jump out of the airplane and never be seen again and never be properly identified. Pedro. The San Pedro mummy was discovered in Wyoming in the 1930s. This mummy was thought to be conclusive proof of the existence of a race of small humans. The mummy would go missing and remains missing to this day. The last person to have had it was a man named Leonard Wadler. Flight 370. Flight 370 disappeared March 8, 2014. This plane flew Malaysia Airlines and carried 227 passengers and 12 crew members. Because they are all presumed dead, this flight is considered to be the deadliest account involving a Boeing 777. However, their remains and the remains of the flight have never been found. The Lost Colony of Roanoke. In 1588, an attempt to found the first English colony in North America would result in the disappearance of the entire colony. Flagship pilot Simon Fernandez instructed John White to remain in Roanoke, which is modern-day North Carolina, with his colony. Simon returned to England for supplies, but when he arrived in Roanoke 2 years later, the settlement was abandoned. There was no trace of the colony, living or dead. The only thing left behind was a word etched into a wooden post: Croatoan.